Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical and welcome back to another episode of Sea Salt Snippets. Today for you guys we've got some interesting stuff to talk about, so let's get into it. So for the first part of Sea Salt Snippets today, we've got some news about a few of the voice actors for the foretellers for the upcoming Kingdom Hearts key back cover, which will of course be a part of Kingdom Hearts 2.8. So Master Envy, who is actually the Angius foreteller, is actually voiced by Carissa Lee Staples. You guys can see this tweet right here on screen right now. This tweet was sent back in May, and what's interesting is you guys can see in the actual tweet itself the picture of Kingdom Hearts key back cover on screen, which is actually part of the trailer. So even though that tweet was sent out back then, we didn't actually know that that was actually Kingdom Hearts, but it's interesting to look back on that right now. She's actually done work for Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, as well as a numerous amount of other TV series. The next voice actor is Kevin G. Quinn. He's done stuff for Shameless and a multitude of other TV series. He is actually voicing Leo Pardis, who is Master Gula in Kingdom Hearts key back cover. It's going to be interesting to see who the other voice actors for the other foretellers are, as well as the other characters who will appear in Kingdom Hearts key back cover. I'm sure over the coming months we will find out who these people are. Next up, we actually have some news about Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep once again. I know there's been an absolute flood to do with news to do with, of course, Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, but today we've actually got something interesting to talk about. So in a recent interview with 4gamer.net, Tayasu confirmed that the difficulty can be changed with 0.2 Birth by Sleep. As you guys can see right here in this interview, Yasu goes on to talk about the improved platforming with maps and the fact that, of course, the difficulty can be changed. So first of all, yeah, the whole difficulty thing, that's really important, because I think a lot of people like the easier challenges, whereas some people kind of, you know, prefer the whole proud mode or critical mode. I know for myself, I'm going to be running through standard mode for the first playthrough, just to kind of enjoy the experience and to kind of play around with the game. And then for my second playthrough, I will play through in critical, or perhaps maybe proud, depending on what difficulty gets into the game. But I do like that challenge after a while, so it's good to know that 0.2 Birth by Sleep is actually going to provide us with those options. On top of that, Tayasu goes on to explain that there is going to be improved platforming within the maps. I feel as if Kingdom Hearts tries to lean towards platforming aspects in some of the different worlds. This is most notable in Kingdom Hearts 1, especially looking towards a world like Deep Jungle. There was a lot of different platforming aspects within that world, and of course Kingdom Hearts, it's not really a platforming game, it's an action RPG, so it's great to know that Square Enix are kind of buckling down with the whole platforming aspect, and hopefully we don't get kind of any awkward worlds in 0.2 Birth by Sleep, or of course Kingdom Hearts 3 that are trying to be too platforming for our liking. And last up for today, I actually wanted to talk about something a little bit different. Today I actually wanted to talk about Final Fantasy. I know with Sea Salt Snippets it's usually everything to do with Kingdom Hearts, but this whole Final Fantasy 12 HD remake for the PlayStation 4 announcement came out quite a few weeks back during early June, and I didn't really get time to actually sit down and make a video about this, because honestly this has me super excited. Final Fantasy 12 was actually the very first Final Fantasy game I ever played for the PlayStation 2, and I'm quite a big fan of the game. Even though I didn't go through the entirety of the game, it's actually like one of the only Final Fantasies that I felt myself really getting involved with, and that I actually enjoyed the experience with. You know, Final Fantasy 12 kind of moved on from the whole turn-based combat. It kind of shifted into a semi-what sort of real-time action combat sort of system, and I really liked that, especially back then when I was younger, because of course Square Enix was everything Kingdom Hearts with me when I was a kid. So looking at Final Fantasy 12, it kind of had that sort of feel to it. So I'm really excited that Final Fantasy 12 The Zodiac Age HD is actually going to be releasing on the PlayStation 4 in 2017. A few people are actually a little bit confused about this. Yes, this is Final Fantasy 12 fully remade in HD, or more so remastered for the PlayStation 4, so 1080p, hopefully 60 frames per second, that is the hope. And on top of that, the whole Zodiac Age comes from an exclusive version of Final Fantasy 12 that was only released in Japan all those years ago, and this edition of the game actually comes with a new Zodiac job system, which is super cool. On top of that, there's a whole load more of extra little bonus things. In a way, it's kind of like Final Fantasy XII Final Mix, and it's finally coming to the rest of the world in HD for the PlayStation 4. So I'm super excited. 2017 is going to be an absolutely fantastic year for gaming. I simply cannot wait. However guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode of Sea Salt Snippets. Let me know what you guys think about all of this news in the comment section down below, and until next time guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.